Grind hard to get ahead. Trying to go backwards.
Feelings from the past, pray the Lord block it all out. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy. Can't you tell me this shit? Hey man, say man, we are living through motherfucking man. Turn up. Today, to motherfucking day. Hey man, say man, we are watching The Mind of Kobe Bryant, Love for the Game. We have already watched one of Kobe's mind, The Mind of Kobe, Hard Work. This is the Love for the Game. Man, I love so much love for YouTube. Even though YouTube be holding a nigga every day, any day can pick a day. YouTube hold a nigga, you know what I'm saying? But the love of the game, me reacting, talk to people, make me want to go hard, even harder. Straight hood and outside shit, man. But we about to watch this video, about to get it. Let's go. Let's turn up. My bad by yesterday, I did not get to come in, but you know what I'm saying?
At the age of 18,
we back like we never left, you dig? The love of the game, man. I love basketball. Even though I haven't posted no 1v1 and shit, I've been busy as hell.
I'm very, very fortunate to be in this position.
But anytime we get the hoop, I'm telling y'all niggas.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
I love basketball, man.
Become the best basketball
doing YouTube, man.
And if I'm gonna learn that, I gotta learn from the best.
Yeah.
Kids go to
and
school
Kobe motivated me to be one of the best.
Just go focus for Showin. That's where they study. That's the place for them to study. My place to study is from the best.
I think I was just born to play, man. I started playing at like 2 years old.
Damn.
And my father wasn't one of these fathers that was like, you're going to play basketball, or, you know, he wasn't one of those guys.
Yeah, my dad wasn't either.
I was just around the game a lot, and I gravitated to the ball, and I was completely geeking out about like the smell of the ball and like the way it sounds when it hits concrete.
That's one thing I can say. My dad never forced me to play basketball. Even though I wish he would have, but you know what I'm saying.
The nets and you know, there's certain basketball hoops, like in high school gyms and in college gyms, the rim
but it made me love basketball
slightly above the lower part of the backboard, and it was like I was geeking out if I got into a gym which was like the NBA with the lower extension of the backboard and the hoop were completely parallel with each other.
Yeah.
Like little shit like that would freak me out. Like I
was a hood nigga.
To answer your question, I was born to do this.
College people want me to. The college people want me to hoop and try for the basketball team when I was younger, bro.
From the age of 2 to.
You know what I'm saying? But imagine your boy hooping in college, playing professional basketball.
My father
but I had to put that work in, man. You feel me?
Put on my jersey, I have my shorts on, and when he would play, I would play too. I have a little hoop.
But your boy, hey, college people look at your boy. College scouts look at your boy playing hood basketball. Before I was really doing basketball on YouTube.
I'm 3 years old, and I would do this for the entire game. Then the game is over, now I take a
shower.
Bro,
I practice like 8-9 hours a day,
like
bro.
I'm part of the game. I love playing.
You love basketball. Anything you doing in life, you gonna go hard for it.
This is the ball when it bounces, the sound that it makes.
Even YouTube, man. I be on this YouTube every fucking day.
The nets, when you shoot the ball and it goes right through the net. The sneakers as they squeak on the wood.
Damn.
The strategies. The competition, the camaraderie, the fans, we just go on and on and on.
Is it true that when you were in high school you would show up for practice at 5 a.m. and not leave until 7 p.m.?
Yeah.
Do you think that's because you love basketball or because you're crazy?
A little bit of both, head ass.
A little bit of both.
I knew it! I knew it! Hey, me and Kobe got that connection, bro. I said a little bit of both.
That was it. That was like when I felt really passionate.
No, it never leaves. It never leaves. Like, the game is just a part of me. So it never leaves. Even now that I'm retired.
When you are the game, nigga, the game can come out anytime.
I've carried it over into
you dig.
Like basketball's helped me be a better person, a better friend, a better
How so?
father. Well, because there's life lessons that are within the game, like communication, like unselfishness, like attention to detail, and empathy and compassion. Like all those things are in the game, and
can't never give up, man.
If we're aware of those things, it helps us become better human beings. This is my craft, This is what I do. I love to do it. This is my job, and as a professional, I have to try to learn everything I can about the game of basketball.
Yeah.
And I put a lot of thought into it.
That's why I put in YouTube, man.
The best basketball player that I could be to help us win ball games.
I find out any little detail where I can be the best,
I'm
bro.
mad.
Even though y'all shit holding you
As a
down,
player,
still gotta keep on going,
You
man.
don't want to get taken out of a ball game because I just love to play so much.
I think it's just finding what it is that you love to do. Like I don't feel like I worked a day in my life.
Yeah, this not even work for me.
It's hard work as it's defined by the world, but to me, there is no place I'd rather be. Like you can't, like I'd rather not be anywhere. I'd rather be on the track at 4.
That's why I don't trip when
running,
YouTube be hoeing nigga, bro.
You know, than be in a weight room at 6, and then be on the court at 9.
Niggas don't put in half the hard work I be putting
like,
in.
I'd rather
And
be
they be
doing that
loving,
than
YouTube
anything
be
else.
loving them niggas, you know what I'm
So
saying?
it wasn't
But
like it was hard
is what
work.
it is.
I just found what it is that I love to do.
Yeah, well, there's obviously, I mean, a great amount of
I
sacrifice.
be doing backflip for y'all
because
niggas,
it
bro.
is time consuming, and you do have to.
But everybody got their day,
really
bro.
Focus on your craft a great deal.
Do you realize it when you're going through it, or because you're so focused on what you want to do, you're just kind of oblivious to some
No,
of that?
it was probably different for me than most because it was it's what I truly wanted to do. It's what I enjoyed doing. So it wasn't like I didn't feel like I was giving something up. I felt like I was gaining something because I enjoyed playing.
What does love feel like?
That's a hard question. You
Happiness
did.
is such a. I don't really think I would describe love as happiness. I think I describe it as a beautiful journey. You know, it has its ups and downs, right? Whether it's in marriage or whether it's in a career, you know, things are never perfect.
Yeah.
But through love, you continue to persevere and you
Yeah.
move through 'em. You move through 'em. And then through that storm, beautiful sun emerges.
Yeah.
Right? And inevitably another storm comes. And guess what? You ride that one out too. So I think love is a certain determination and persistence to go through the good times and the bad times with the someone or something that you truly love.
Sure. Well, no, I mean, it's you know, that's the trick, isn't it? It's finding what you love to do. I mean, we talk about hard work all the time.
Yeah.
You know, man, if you got to get up every single morning and remind yourself how hard you need to work, you probably need to choose a different profession.
Ha!
You know? 'Cause
Yeah.
that shouldn't be there. I
You
wake
should
up in the
love
morning
doing
excited to get to it. You know, if I'm not training, I'm missing it. If I'm not watching a game of basketball, I miss it. There's no place I'd rather be. And if you have that feeling, then you're truly doing what God has put you on this earth to do.
Thank God,
When
man.
you talk about your sense of purpose,
Y'all understand how mad I
in
was? I
basketball,
mean, I'm mad, but
did some of that
I
come from
I
Coach
wanted to stream last night,
Sense
but
of purpose. No, a sense of
I
purpose
had
was
some
there ever
things,
since I
man.
was a kid. I knew exactly. I felt like I knew what God put me on this earth to do.
you did.
Play the game of basketball. I just love it so much. I enjoy what I do. You know, it's just fun for me. You know, I truly love what I do, and that's where the passion comes from. That's where the will to get better comes from. Is just because I truly enjoy it. I enjoy the preparation.
You know, but if you start with the truth, and the idea comes from that, then that's when you have something that lasts forever.
Is this the kinder, gentler Kobe? You used to come right up to that limit almost every year under film.
I'm still an asshole. It doesn't change. It just kind
Ha! You did.
evolves.
Nigga, asshole at nature, you feel me?
And so like now, like my last game, which is really, I don't think, not too many people know this, but
Turn
the
up,
day of my
turn up,
last game,
asshole at
I was
nature.
at the office
Nigga,
editing the
fucking
story.
these
I had
niggas
these stories
talking
that I
about.
outlined and had some very talented writers, and so they wrote the stories and sent them back, and I had to edit these stories. Like I wanted to see them finished. So I was at the office editing 4 stories
Feel me?
till about 4 o'clock, 4:15, right? Lost track of time. Right? So I'm sitting there writing, I'm looking, oh shit, 4:15, I gotta go home. Went home, showered, changed, flew down to the game, played the game, right? Came home, hung out with the family, woke up the next morning, worked out,
Probably
went
went
back
out
to
for
the
40
office,
in
finished
that
editing the stories. You know, so like when you find the thing that you love, that's what told me, I really love the process of this thing right here. I mean, I completely forgot.
That's what made me go
that night
harder
was, like,
on
my last
YouTube,
game.
man. All these niggas trying to hold a nigga, blackball a nigga. YouTube taking
real life
everything,
dude.
you know what I'm saying? That make me go harder, bruh.
See, I like what you do, though. You love
Just show these niggas how YouTube be a bitch sometimes, but you know what I'm saying? I still fuck with YouTube, you know what I'm saying?
Let me open by asking you, at what point in your basketball career did you begin thinking about what's next? And what were some of the factors that went into that?
Well, I started thinking about it probably around the age of 20, 21. You know, it's understanding that basketball is not going to be there forever. You kind of got to figure out, okay, what's going to happen then when that time comes. And the hardest part is trying to figure out what the passion is going to be. So I thought it was important to start at a very early age so you have the ability to try different things
Yeah.
and see, okay, I like this, no, I don't like that, or I love this, and get a chance to try things out. And, you know, it took me about 15, 16 years to finally figure it out.
He was trying to get very peaceful when he retired basketball, man. He was doing his thing, man.
Try something.
He's on the up and coming up even more, man.
Just go out of my box sort of thing. I just looked at it as I want to be one of the best basketball players who've ever played.
I want to be one of the best
That's
YouTubers
the
ever
end
to do
goal.
it.
Okay, how do I get there?
Yeah.
How do I get there? And every decision I made in my life was centered around the process of helping me eventually get there. You know what I'm saying? So I had that purpose. And once I had that purpose, every decision that I made was centered around that purpose.
Be yourself. That's it.
Yeah.
Be you. Be you. There's no gimmick. There's no, you don't have to contrive anything. Who are you? Where are you today?
Straight hood
What
street
is your
nigga.
story?
Straight hood Northside shit,
Where does
crip
that come
shit, you
from?
dig, for real.
Right? And then all you're doing is not communicating the stories to the public.
If I had the power to turn back time, I would never use it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Think about it.
Everything that happened in life
then
happened
every
for a
moment that
reason,
you go
bro.
through
You
means
change one little
absolutely
detail in your life,
nothing.
nigga, your whole life could be even horrible than what it was.
So it loses its flavor. It loses its beauty. When things are final, you know, moments won't ever come again.
Do you remember the first time you actually had the feeling that you were flying?
Yeah, I was about 8 years old and I couldn't dunk, so I just jumped off a trampoline.
Yeah, I wish I could dunk, man.
My parents almost killed me. But to be honest with you, that was the first time I ever felt like I was flying. When I was 8 years old, and there was
I
like a
think-
trampoline set up in
feel
the
like
school
flying
gymnasium.
for me is like when you
And I
swimming
took
in the ocean,
trampoline,
kind
I
of.
put it in front of the basket and I ran up and I jumped off
When
the
you
trampoline.
swim in the
and I
ocean,
felt
like
I
you
was
flying, because you got the ground is
From that
way
point on,
down,
I
and you get
said,
to
man,
swim
once
and
I
float.
start
Nigga, that's
dunking,
like
I'm gonna try to
flying,
dunk
kind of.
everything because this feeling is just too good to be true.
Is it still that way for you?
Oh, absolutely.
What's
Every
it like?
time. It was a huge adrenaline rush. You know, once you get up in the air and you're hanging up there, especially if the defender is coming to try to block the shot, especially a tall guy, and you get the feeling of like, it's almost like you're climbing a wall.
Damn.
You know, that's the best part.
As a kid, I said I want to be the best ever.
Yeah, me
Right?
three.
And now you go through your life and everything you do is try to be the best ever, be the best ever, be the best ever. And as you get older, you start understanding that those things are very superficial things. Right? And everybody has a different opinion about it. No matter what you do, I can win 20 championships. There's always an opinion on who's the best.
That
Everybody has
is
different
true.
opinions.
What the fuck?
And so I started really kind of understanding maybe that's not the important thing. Maybe the important thing is to, you know, how do we as a team grow? How do I help my teammates be better? So that was the first change for me. And then as I got older still, it became more about
So help your
how
teammates.
you inspiring others
Inspire
right,
people.
to find themselves.
Yeah.
That is the ultimate championship.
Damn.
So won 5 championships. That's great. Another team won a championship this year. Team's going to win a championship next year. Those things come and they go. But what stays is how do you use your passion and use that to inspire somebody else to create their passion? And then how can they pass that on to the next person? That is true success.
Well, I mean, it's just hard work. I mean, it's not something that I don't think anybody here is like exhausted or sore or anything like
Guess
that.
there's no
It's
iron
just,
team.
This is what we do.
But when Kobe scored 81,
You became a Lakers fan living in Italy.
Yeah.
Did they show Lakers games in Italy?
Yeah, so at the time, my grandfather used to send me tapes of Laker games because back then, you know, basketball wasn't as global as it is now. So he used to send me tapes, and he used to sit, you know, in the living room and watch.
You don't know
Magic
no
and
Italian,
Bryant and Worthy and Cap and you know
French
the
fry.
whole crew. And I just absolutely fell in love with the
Croissanti.
Lakers.
You want to play against Michael Jordan before he retires. He's only got probably 3 or 4 more years left, so.
I know he's an old guy.
Damn.
He's an old guy. But nah, you know, that'd be something that I love to do because, you know, I watched him growing up. I love to play against Magic Johnson, but now he's retired. And Michael Jordan is somebody that I've always looked up to, and I want to play against him.
The one moment that stands out of we've done, I don't know how many done. We've done what, 800 events. The one.
If we could have got that 1v1 versus Mike versus Kobe, hey man, say man.
And that was your idea to do it.
But,
and then you know all these Nike people are like, no, let's not do that. And then you're like, let's do it at 4 a.m. So you got security, you got brand marketing.
We already saw what Kobe did to LeBron James when they played 1v1 in the All-Star game. Kobe blocked this shit. We already seen that.
Not to us.
Well, I don't like. Okay, so
see, all right. What you usually I'm sleeping at 4 a.m. You're working out. So talk about that.
Grind, don't
So
stop.
if
You
your
did.
job is to try to be the best basketball player you can be, right? To do that, you have to practice, you have to train, right? You want to train as much as you can, as often as you can. So if you get up at 10 in the morning, train at 11, right? 12, say 12, train at 12, train for 2 hours, 12 to 2. You have to let your body recover. So you eat, recover, whatever. You get back out, you train, start training again at 6. Train from 6 to 8, right? And now you go home, you shower, you eat dinner, you go to bed, you wake up, you do it again, right?
Yeah.
Those are 2 sessions.
All day, every day.
Imagine you wake up at 3, you train at 4. You go 4 to 6, come home, breakfast, relax, blah, blah, blah. Now you're back at it again, 9 to 11. Right, you relax, and now all of a sudden you're back at it again.
But for some reason, training, man, it's like you get playing basketball like you get hit by a truck.
Look how much more training I have done by simply starting at 4. Right, and so now you do that, and as the years go on, the separation that you have with your competitors and your peers just grows
Get that rest.
and larger and larger and larger and larger.
Train.
And by year 5 or 6,
And can't give
doesn't
up.
matter what kind of work they do in the summer, they're never going to catch up.
They can't catch up.
5
You
years
already
behind.
putting that work in. They ain't going hard,
6 in the
man.
morning, man. It's 5:30 in the morning. What time do you go to sleep? Don't you stay up and watch Sports Center or something? I mean, don't you do stuff like that?
You know what? I don't need too many hours of sleep, man. I can go off for 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 hours?
Yeah.
Damn, they told you I got sleep apnea, right? I need about 6-7 hours.
Nah, 3-4 hours, you good, bruh.
You know, I can operate.
All right, so you get up, and what was your normal regimen like? Just for a lot of
Nigga,
kids
I
out
be
there
up
watching you want
9
to be great
a.m.
ball players, understanding
to
what
like
greatness is going to require.
4 a.m.
What's a normal day like for you, particularly
9 a.m. the whole day
I want
to 4 a.m., bruh.
I want to know what you
Grind
do
don't
when you
stop,
get up.
man.
Well, I normally wake up at about 4:30. And
4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the morning. 4:30 in the morning. And I get ready to work out. You know, this past summer I couldn't, run like I normally do and do all the shots because of my knee. So I'll get up in the morning and do my therapy, do weights, things of that nature. And I do that about 2-3 times a day sometimes. But the key is
People ain't never
you
had
get that early in the
dedication,
morning,
man.
You finish
You
your
feel me?
workout,
That's how it goes, man.
12 o'clock, 12:30, whatever. You have the rest of the day to kick it with the fam. You know what I mean? Instead of waking up, middle of the day, you get all of those hours in, then your day's shot.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
All right, you talked about the 6 to 8 hours of practicing every day, and he just wanted to know, can you give us an example of a typical day of training or practice for you?
Like Gary Payton ain't gonna cap.
On the track. Alright, 6 8 hours, 5 a.m. 5 a.m. You guys are tired when you wake up at 7.
Man, Kobe got a lot of videos, man. And mine and Kobe Bryant, man. All in all, bruh, I don't feel like there'll never be like another person like as goated, bruh. Man, like, I mean, they got Michael Jordan and shit, but I didn't grow up watching Michael Jordan, you feel me? But I don't think that there really be somebody who was hardworking, more goated, never gave up, scoring out the roof, nigga, defense crazy, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But you never know how life is. Anybody could be the next Kobe or even better than Kobe. So, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta see how the future holds for a nigga, man. So I'm trying to be like a better Kobe or a next GOAT of YouTube, you feel me? So shit. Hey man, say man, straight hood and outside shit, man. Hope y'all niggas like these motherfucking videos, man. We out this motherfucking straight gang and outside shit. We out this bitch. Deuces, gang.
Hey Dad, you know dog, when we link up dog, this shit be legendary. You know this instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.